Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
6 Ghanaians have been sentenced to be unalived by hanging for plotting a coup. In 2019, they were found guilty of treason. The 6 were arrested in 2021 while testing weapons in the capital city, Accra, to allegedly topple the government. The court found the 6 people guilty of high treason and conspiracy to commit high treason. The men were arrested with locally manufactured guns, improvised explosive devices, according to the court documents. The court also said that they were planning on holding a protest to topple Nana Akufo-Addo, which is the sitting president of Ghana. People, from what I've read and I've seen, they have mixed reactions over this verdict, because they are sentenced to be unalived by hanging. Obviously, it's a harsh punishment, and not everyone agrees with this decision by the courts. First, watch this clip. We'll come back and discuss.
Of Ghana. It shows that the judicial process in Ghana actually works. Indeed, if you look at the judges and their examination of the evidence, it was such a meticulous study of all the evidence that has been put together by the prosecution. Under in which the trial has been conducted, we must also pay compliment to the Ghanaian forces, the military command, especially the defense intelligence, who picked up the right signals and cleverly monitored them and indeed gathered the evidence. Otherwise, I'm sure Ghana perhaps would have been in disarray by now.
He said, look, if you are going to demonstrate on such matters, pass through the legal channels. That's what I said. And yet the state wove a very frivolous case, frivolous to the highest degree around his neck. And today you see the court has exonerated him. We'll sue the state for compensation. But this case has always been frivolous against him from day one.
They hadn't critically looked at some of the cross-examination and evidence, some of the loopholes. And I think that is a process. We would definitely be going to the Supreme Court for it to also look at the evidence. We believe that some of the charges, we saw the soldiers, it was conspiracy, but they've been acquitted on the substantive charge. So these are things that we would test.
A lot of Ghanaians are saying that this is already a corrupt government, and a government that is failing the people. So for them to put out such a harsh punishment and unaliving this man, their lawyer said that they are going to appeal this verdict. But it is, regardless if they're going to appeal it or not, it's a harsh verdict. So people were saying that it's just ironic that this government seems to think that, they don't deserve to be pushed out, which, as much as there are so many bad leaders that the people want them out, you can't just have a coup. We've seen it happen time and time again, and a lot of this coup d'etats have been supported by the people. But if we go by the books, that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work through election, at least with democratic countries, which people will disagree and say democracy is not working. I get that sentiment as well, but that is what should happen ideally, because you don't want a coup. So in this case, some were actually looking forward to this being successful, and they're not supporting their government. We covered the story when protesters were being arrested in Ghana, and these are peaceful protesters.
We are here to cry in solidarity of the ordinary Ghanaian. Today, Ghanaian children, parents can no longer feed their children.
Well, so you see what is happening right now. So police officers now, they're maintaining the process, arresting some of the protesters who came here and said they're going to protest despite police preventing them. Now you can see police officers here.
Is that what they signed up for? They are suffering.
You can see that some of them preventing us from even speaking to the protesters who have been arrested.
And that is why a lot of Ghanaians feel the way they do. And the other side that is arguing on behalf of the Ghanaian government, their claim is it doesn't matter if this government is not doing everything you want them to do, but these officers didn't have any right to plan a coup. And you have to also understand this coup was never implemented. They didn't even attempt. They were having a conversation about having it, and then they were caught before they can even do anything. So yeah, that's what people have been saying. What are your thoughts on this? Because we talked about coup d'etats that were successful, and they were successful because the people believed in them and because the people did not support their leaders, their puppet leaders. So the military transitional governments that are, let's say, in Burkina Faso or Mali or Niger or Gabon, they're currently being celebrated by the people. So it's a tough spot right now. There are some benevolent leaders that come out of the coup, but also there's another side of coups, which even Ibrahim Traore, who is in his position right now after a coup, people are still trying to get rid of him. It's complicated, right? You can't just be for coup or against coup. So people might agree or disagree with coups, but it is a complicated topic. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.